Coach, a lot of motion, a lot of shifting. How do you feel the offenses, the players taking to that?
Well, as they say, Rome was not built in a day. Certainly, we didn't expect to come out here and be clean, 100% clean, and certainly we were not that. But I do think there's a lot of guys that have a lot of want to. They've been very eager to learn. They've been a really good group to work with thus far, and obviously we have a lot of corrections to make from today. But I think obviously we got a lot of stuff, different things in, and certainly being able to do that early will only help us in the long run. And I think they all understand the reasons why we doing some of the things that we're going to do. But certainly there's going to be some growing pains that come along with that.
What are your first impressions of the quarterbacks, just being on the field and actually going through?
I liked all their. I thought they all had really good demeanor today, and that's part of it. Playing the position isn't just about the physical qualities; it's about a lot of the intangible things. And I like their demeanor. I like their attitudes. I thought they did a good job of trying to stay composed with a lot of chaos and things going on, as you would expect on the first day. I see some guys with some live arms. I think some guys got some athleticism as well. So certainly it was really good to get out here with them and be able to work with them mechanically. Obviously a lot of things we've done has all been structurally and the mental part of it, but to be out here with them physically and start working through some of the kinks in their footwork and their throwing mechanics was really good to see. But I did like the way they all attacked today.
Dan, it sounds like you're challenging these guys mentally more than maybe what they've been used to. How's that adjustment going?
Well, again, I can't speak for what they did because I didn't study them, so I'm not sure where they were before. But I do know this: I know that within our system, there's a lot of detailed things that need to be taken care of. Just within not just knowing how to, what to do, but you got to know how to do it. And then when our defense is very multiple to see the different things. So along with that, there's a lot of window dressing, there's shifts, there's motions, there's personnel groupings and alignments and different things they have to get accustomed to. But I think that we knew there would be a learning curve. There has been, but I certainly think that we got some guys that are very bright, and I think a lot of the guys have done a really good job of trying to learn things on their own and do things and study. And so we've challenged them. The things that we're going to try to do are hopefully going to put us in a situation to make our team better. And the more things that we can do offensively to put pressure on defense, the better off it's going to make our entire football team.
The whole time that you've had with Tate Martell, what have you seen so far?
Very competitive young man, very good intellect. Highly energetic, extremely good athlete. Got great lower body explosiveness, really good short area quickness, and showed a very live arm today, so that was good to see. But I've been very impressed with Tate. He's handled himself very well, and I think as a transfer coming in, as a brand new guy, I think he's done a very good job.
Dan, do you see any of them kind of stepping up in terms of a leadership role? Like that was an issue sometimes for them last season.
Again, it's only been day one,
right.
But certainly that's something that I believe in developing quarterbacks in three areas. There's the physical development, there's the mental development, and there's the emotional development. And part of being a leader is part of the emotional side of it. I try to spend a little bit of my meeting every day talking about the emotional part of it, and part of that is becoming a leader and how to do that. I certainly can't teach them how to lead because that's going to be within each and every one of their own personalities, but certainly we can all lead by example and be hard workers and have a good attitude, and so we'll certainly try to pass that along to them through our mentorship as we go through our meetings. But at some point they're going to have to grab the bull by the horns, if you will, and take a leadership role. And I think that obviously will come with, again, when a guy can step into a role being the one or the two or whatever those things are. Right now they're 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, and then we'll go from that. But again, we'll certainly try to teach them how to do that, but that comes along with the position. If you're a quarterback, guys are going to look to you, especially when times of adversity and times of pressure. They're going to look to you, and you got to look them in the eye. You got to stand there, and you got to speak with confidence, and you got to execute the plan. And I think that comes through preparation.
Dan, how do you like being in that position of you have, like you said, 1A, 1B, 1B? How do you like that as opposed to knowing I have a guy here? What I'm saying? What's the difference?
I've been doing this, I think, 25 years now, so I've been in all sorts of situations as a quarterback coach. I've stepped into some unique ones over the years. This certainly is one I've been accustomed to in college football. As we all know, you can't sign a quarterback to a long-term deal, and keep a guy. Every couple years there's going to be turnover and there's going to be competition. So certainly in college football, as a quarterback coach, you run into these situations every 2 or 3 years where you don't really have a guy, and they got to compete and earn it. And certainly, I think it brings out the best in everybody.
Dan, can you say something about Jaron also? I mean, we know, we've seen Nkosi, but we haven't seen much of Jaron.
Jaron looked good today. I was really impressed with him. You know, threw a really good ball. He's got very good mechanics, got good feet. I think he's done a really good job of working. I've noticed him in the building a lot on his off time, doing different things with all the guys, but Jaron in particular. And I was impressed with him today. I thought he handled himself very well.
Anything about Nkosi?
Nkosi again did a really good job again today too. You know, we're doing so many different things underneath center right now, where it's a little bit foreign to some of them, a little bit. But I thought again, I've challenged them to do a lot of that work on their own, which they have. But certainly the footwork and all those things will get better as we continue to go.
Thank you.